Namaskar. Welcome to Government e-Marketplace. In this module, we will be discussing about single packet bids. At present on Government e-Marketplace, bids are being evaluated by the buyer through a two-stage process called a double packet bid. The two stages are technical. In the first stage of evaluation, technical parameters are evaluated and bids are marked as technically suitable or unsuitable. Financial. Once the technical evaluation is completed, then only buyer can open the financials of the bid to determine the L1 price. Government e-Marketplace has now introduced single packet bids for buyers, in which all bidders who submitted bids are evaluated based on the ranking at the time the bids are opened. In this case, all vendors' names will appear in the comparative statement, but their bids may be technically suitable or not. The envelopes will be opened at the date and time advised in the bidding document. Let's summarize some of the key points for this process. The buyer can choose between a single packet bid or a double packet bid during bid creation. Bids to RA are not available in single packet bids. The schedule-wise evaluation is not available, therefore, the total value will be used by default. The remaining steps in the bid creation process will take place in the same way as the double packet bid, and single packet details will be published in the bid document. The buyer will use this for the limited categories available in the Government e-Marketplace as decided by the category managers. Let us look on how a single packet bid is created. To understand the complete bid creation process, please refer to this link. The option to select single packet as the type of bid will be available on the details page during bid creation process. Here, you can select single packet to proceed. For this evaluation method, the system will automatically select total value-wise evaluation. Schedule-wise evaluation is not available with single packet bids. Going forward, let us now look into the next step, which is bid evaluation. To open the single packet bid for the evaluation, user must click on the Open Technical and Financial Bid button available on the bid details page. Please note that the user will be able to open the bid, post the bid end date and time. Once the bid is open, you will be able to view the technical and financial details of the bid. To proceed, click on View Details to see the details of the offered item. You can also click on the icon under Additional Financial Details to view the financial documents, if uploaded, of the bidder and other details like seller rating. In a single packet bid, tender committee constitution is not allowed, and the evaluation process is to be done by the buyer only. In this screen, the detail of the offered item are visible for your reference. Moving forward, this is the example of the additional and financial details screen. Next, please click on Verify Specifications tab to verify the technical specifications of the offered item. You can click on Detail under Price Details to view the financial breakup like unit price, GST and other details. After viewing and verification, you can either accept or reject the bidder's offer by clicking on the Accept or Reject button on the Technical Specifications comparison screen. Here we can see an example of the price details screen. As it is not mandatory to evaluate all the bids in the single packet bid process, you can evaluate the minimum number of bids as per the selections made in the splitting or MSE/MII purchase preference, if applicable, and confirm the same by clicking on Confirm and Notify Bidders. Click on the Confirm and Notify Bidders button to proceed. Some of the important points to note here are: in case of multiple L1, the system will prompt the user for the first RA. For services bids, the user will be able to opt for the Run L1 selection option, and the bidder needs to accept the offer within 72 hours. A seller has the option to raise representations to challenge buyer's decision in case of rejection during the bid evaluation. Let us now look at how representations can be raised by the seller to challenge buyer's decision. The key pointers of this process are: the results will be available to the public once the buyer confirms and notifies the bidders. The bidders can view the technical status of the participating bids and challenge the buyer's decision by clicking the representation option on the bid listing page. Time available to raise representation is within 48 hours of the bid result being published. To reach the shown page, bidder needs to search the required bid. On this page, seller needs to click on Click here to submit option to raise a representation. Here, you will be able to enter the representation description and upload documents in support of the representation and submit the same. Once you have successfully submitted the representation, the history can be viewed by clicking on View button. Once a seller has submitted a representation, buyer can view and address them by clicking on the View Representation option under the Review section. Click on View Representations to view the details. After reviewing the reason and supporting documents, you can either accept the representation and mark the sellers as qualified or reject the representation. Click on the respective buttons to accept or reject the same. Please note, it is mandatory for the buyer to address all the representations raised by the bidders against their disqualification. After adhering to all the single packet bids process, including addressing of the representations, you are now able to proceed for the order creation. The buyer can perform following actions before creating demand and draft order. Negotiate with L1. Price match with the eligible bidders. Seek offer validity extension. Cancel bid. Please click on the Create Demand and Draft Order button to proceed to order creation. Please update the financial details as requested and click on Continue to create the order. Read through the terms and conditions and click on Accept and Save to proceed. Choose the relevant option to verify the contract. Congratulations! The order is generated. Let's look at the key takeaways of the single packet bid process. In the single packet bid system, all vendors who submitted financial bids will be ranked at the time of the opening of the financial bids. The names of all vendors will appear in the comparative statement, but their bids may or may not be technically suitable. The type of bid needs to be decided at the time of bid creation. This selection cannot be changed once the bid is published. For other procurement processes, refer to Direct Purchase, Intent of Buying (PAC), and Bid Creation product modules on the website under Training Modules. Thank you.